welcome back to a new devotion, Turning Points with God by David Jeremiah. Today's devotion is titled Spiritual Exercise. It's found on page 277. Our scripture is coming from 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16, and I'll be reading that from my King James Bible. And it says, "Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine." And the doctrine in this text meaning teachings. "Continue in them meaning these things, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee." There are countless theories about the correct way to exercise. Some say you need high intensity for short periods of time, while others believe low intensity for long stretches is the key to being healthy and staying fit. Regardless of their different opinions, fitness professionals all agree on one thing: consistency is the most important factor in any exercise regime. No matter what philosophy you subscribe to, the only way you will see results is with regular activity. Football legend Dan Marino once said, "I just want to be consistent over a long period of time. That's what the great players do." Marino understood that the way players become great is through consistency, which fuels continual growth in their sport. What they do on a regular basis affects them as individual players and their ability to play on a team. In the same way, the time we spend strengthening our relationship with God will directly affect our relationship with those around us in a positive way. When we have a healthy spiritual life, God will be able to use us in fresh, new ways to affect the lives of others. Lord, teach me the importance of consistently spending time with you, that in order to be effective for you, I must be effective by you on a regular basis. And that is a quote by someone unknown. This is true. Consistency. And when we become consistent in our relationship with God, in our time we spend with God, that it is a priority in our life. Number one, that consistency becomes a habit, and that is a positive habit to have, spending time with God. I mean, it just becomes part of your life, part of your routine, part of who you are. It's not a chore, it's not a dread, it just comes natural. I have found that to be true. And it's amazing how, strengthening our relationship with God will directly affect our relationship with those around us in a positive way. I'm living that, y'all, because never in my life would I have ever thought that I would have a devotional channel. I've told y'all that. This was not my idea. I didn't plan it. But it all came about because I'd been having a positive relationship, a direct relationship, if you will, with the Lord. And it kind of just like water overflowing, it just kind of overflowed into my everyday life. And then it overflowed into my YouTube channel, which then overflowed into creating this channel. And this is just one way that the Lord reminded me of this. And He will use us in ways that we never imagined to help others, to strengthen others when they're going through things. He will use our things that we've been through. I'm so grateful that nothing I went through has gone to waste, that the Lord has been able to use it, and I've been able to testify of His goodness and encourage others. Because let me tell you, when I was going through things, I would search and look for scriptures and testimonies of others who I could relate to, who, okay, they got through it. This is what they did. Let me try that. And I would try different things and learn from others who had been through similar things as myself. And it really does help to have that. And the Lord seen something in me, and He's allowed me this platform to testify, and nothing I went through has gone to waste. And I've been through so much in my life, and I don't regret a thing. And I know that may sound like, what? Yes, I have regrets in that I failed Him. But on the flip side of that, Had I not been through some things that I went through, would I be where I am today with the Lord and in my walk with God? I don't know. So when people say, if I could go back in time, I would change this, this, and this. And I really have thought about that. Would I? Even all the horrible, horrible decisions I made in my life, would I change a single one of them? Because one change could totally change who I am and where I am today. And I don't know that I'm willing to take that chance, because not that my life is perfect, not that I am perfect, not that everything goes my way seamlessly and perfectly. No, I go through things. I'm going through things. I struggle with things. I'm struggling with things. But I love the relationship I have with God. And it didn't come easy. And it took a lot to get me where I am today. But through my spiritual exercise, from the start of me losing everything I had, to watching the movie War Room, to deciding my closet was going to be my war room, getting up early, getting into the Word, letting God minister to me, and every bit of that, quitting my job, coming home, us going through the financial struggles that we went through, all of that was designed by God, and He used every bit of it to get me where I am today. Because let me tell you, when I quit my job, that was not an easy thing to do. I didn't understand why I was doing it, but God brought me home so He could have me home, and He could have my full attention, and He didn't let things be easy. So I didn't have a choice but follow my faith. And there's many, many days I spent in prayer. James will tell you, he came home, red, puffy, swollen eyes, had been in prayer all day, fasting, never leaving the house, just in prayer all day for days and weeks. All of that has got me where I am today. And I don't take a single bit of that for granted. But that was that spiritual exercise and knowing where my strength comes from, knowing that I can't do anything without Him. It took all of that consistency. I had to be consistent. And the more I did that, the easier it became. And so now when I go through some things, I can pull back from that. Excuse me. I can pull back from all of those experiences. I'm able to share my testimonies. I'm able to share, look, if God can take a wretch like me and pull me up out of the miry clay and clean me up and use me for His kingdom and His glory, there's nothing He can't do. Because let me tell you, I'm a continual work in progress. I'm the most imperfect human being that He has ever put on this earth. But somehow, some way, He sees something in me. So this is me being obedient. But again, it took consistent spiritual exercise to get me where I am today. Same thing for you. If you're going through something, don't let the devil beat you up. Let God use everything you're going through. Let Him take every emotion, every bit of pain that you're going through, the struggles, the heartache, whatever it may be. Let Him take that and use that to mold you and to make you what He wants you to be. And He can use you. And you would be surprised at how He will find ways to use you, ways that you never imagined. He just wants a willing vessel. Somebody willing to say, here I am, Lord. Take me. Here I am. Take me in all my imperfectness and just use me for Your kingdom and for Your glory, so that people can see there is hope for them. That's all I want to do. This was a good one. This is a good one. And I love when He just reminds us how much He loves us. You haven't gone too far. You haven't done too much. He still wants to love on you and use you. Are you willing? That's the question. I love y'all. I pray you have an amazing day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.